Okay, enough of speeding it up and slowing it down and putting it all in reverse. I want to talk about perception of reality. What I mean by that is how does my reality differ from yours, and what exactly makes both of them valid? To put it simply, like, if something happens to you, how does it affect me? And if it doesn't affect me, why should I care? Now, see, we live in the same general world. We all live on Earth, but my reality could be different from yours. I could have it harder. You could have it harder. We could both be sad. That is, and we could both be sad about very different things because we may have very different problems. But despite it being different, it's not exactly an excuse to not sympathize. Empathy and sympathy are very different, but one is, would someone who is not a minority understand the problems that I may go through on the daily? No, but they can sympathize. But it's not always enough to just sympathize and then ignore it because it's not within your reality. The perception is that your reality exists separate, but it's only separate because of your perception. We all can help each other to improve our own reality because it's our reality. I think people should better understand that it's about helping each other that we can help ourselves. And don't see it as working for others so you can work for yourself. Like, don't just do things for people because you think it benefits you. What I'm saying is it's hard to make progress in the world if you don't work together with people. It's hard to learn if you don't speak to others. Someone who shuts himself off because they're afraid of the things that could change their own reality don't experience life to the fullest. But then that raises the question, how do you know if you're stuck within your own reality? And if you do know, how do you fix it? How do you break out and experience life? And I don't have all the answers, but I like to think of it in three different ways. Step one, stop making assumptions, or at least try to. You don't know everything. You don't know everyone. No one does. There's no like omniscient power that someone has. So just I always have this saying that I listen to. The saying's like this: speak to everyone, talk to everyone in the room, because everyone else knows at least one thing that you don't. Okay, numero two. Make sure you aren't afraid to change. And this includes growing. Sometimes because we're afraid to make that leap for an opportunity or to even change or interact with people we don't know, it causes us to kind of stay sheltered. If you're known to do something, but you're curious about certain actions, activities, something else beyond you, don't be afraid. Your life is not some masterpiece that's finished. It doesn't always have to be perfect. You are a work in progress, and you're allowed to like change over time. And the third thing, and I feel like it's kind of overused, but I used to have it as a mantra before I had other things positive in my life. That's never say no. Don't shut people down. If you don't know what something is, don't be like you don't want to learn about it. Just open your mind up to everything. I remember one time when I was back in high school, I felt like I wasn't living enough, so I decided to just open up. For a whole month, I just went around. If someone invited me to somewhere, I said yes. If someone asked if I wanted to read this book, I said yes. If I wanted to watch a movie, I said yes. Was every experience great? No. Was every day that I did this fun? Not exactly, but I made more friends. I learned a few things. And that's just small scale. Think of that in terms of like life beyond academia. Like, you can meet so many people and go so many places. You can learn about yourself. Understanding that there is more to this world than making sure your small reality stays comfortable. It's very important. It's very important because not everyone has the opportunity to make that reality they live in the best thing. It's by trying to understand that our reality, our life doesn't, it's like this small in the span of history. Our reality is really small. So why would you live in that small little space when there's something so much bigger and brighter with other people, something you can make beautiful? When you read like your favorite book and there's like an illustrator and an author, that's two realities coming together to make something really great. When you see a play or a musical, that's a bunch of different realities coming together to make a story come to life. When you see a movie, that is hundreds of people coming together, their own realities, each one affecting the other, and it's something just. My point is that yes, it is good to be an individual, but it is better to understand that several individuals together can really do something. That's why it's important to identify with things like self-love and treating yourself well, because it's hard to be a part of someone else's reality if you are toxic or if you can't help yourself. So I would say to you guys, I know I'm gonna try to be more involved in other people's realities this year. Why don't we all, I don't know if you're gonna agree to this, but look, why don't we all make it our goal to be more involved in the reality of others? Who's to say someone coming into your reality doesn't spark a movement, or it doesn't allow ideas to flow? You could be so much happier. Just know that whatever happens when you leave your reality, or if you share with someone else, negative or positive, it's an experience you can learn and grow from. Alright, signing off. Gonna eat some ravioli.